I am giving out an award right here and now at the top of the show. I would like to announce to the world that my 2020 Male Fighter of the Year is none other than the Italian Dream himself.
Marvin Vettori gave the shout out. And honestly, man, if I got to be honest, what I saw Saturday was so impressive. The way that he was composed, the way that he dealt with the ebbs and flows of the fight. This fight started great for Marvin. He dropped Jack Hermansson, but then by the second round, it was closer. Third round, it looked like Hermansson was gonna run away with the fight, right? He was gonna do what we've seen Jack do on so many occasions, where his pressure and his pace overwhelms guys. Marvin, who had been training for a fight, not a 5-round fight a little bit later, would have been at the end of the fight had we gone 3 like he was supposed to.
Marvin Vettori picks up a big win over Jack Hermansson, 1 week's notice, goes in there, first time in his career, 5 rounds, gets cut up all over the place. The Italian Dream himself waltzes in there into the main event slot. 3 cancellations in the first half of the year. Unfortunately, lost his grandfather, comes back in June, beats Carl Roberson, and then beats the Joker, Jack Hermansson. And then, to top it all off, he does what my dear friend Daniel Cormier could not do. He does what every single fighter that I know and call a colleague, even some of my TV friends, couldn't even do. He shouts out Helwani on the broadcast.
On the UFC broadcast.
Yes.
And it got played.
And it got played. And so Marvin Vettori, grazie mille, paisa, grazie mille. My brother, I am going to campaign for you, not only to be Fighter of the Year, but I'm going to get you into that video game, my friend. You're my guy. You don't want to talk to me, it's fine, but you're my guy. I want the world to know Marvin Vettori is my guy.
What did he do that surprised me? Moved his head. Good head movement. I wasn't expecting that. But it was, the longer the fight goes, the better it is for me, because I was fresh, and there was times he would try and press, then stop and start moving backwards. And I'd press and I'd try to go for the body. I'd hit the heads and hit the legs. But yeah, better head movement than I expected.
I'm very familiar. I know about him for many years and seen his fights, so I knew exactly who he was. And I think it makes for a good fight. So you know, he's a southpaw as well, like Darren was. So all of that preparation there is coming to use.
He was able to recenter himself, take the advice of his coaches, go out and win the 4th round and the 5th round, right? So it showed that Marvin Vettori has now turned a bit of a corner, in the sense that even when things go off course, he's able to kind of right the ship, get back going in the right direction. And I thought he fought fantastic. I mean, I was very, very impressed with Marvin Vettori's performance. I was very impressed with his ability to adjust in mid-fight. I was very impressed with his ability to maintain focus for 5 rounds and beat a very tough Jack Hermansson.
I do want Angry Marvin. I want Angry Marvin. And I think right now he's the Italian Stallion, or he's the Italian Dream, or he's the Italian Bully. He's something to do with that. I don't want that. I want you guys to agree. And I agree, the Italian Bully or the accountant, whatever he is, I agree where it sounds a little bit cooler. But play with me for a minute here. Angry Marvin rolls right off the tongue. I mean, I even consider Pissed Off Marvin. But you have to understand that Bruce Buffer is going to read that name to the world on ESPN, so you gotta operate a little bit more. And Pissed Off Marvin doesn't roll off the tongue like Angry Marvin. Angry Marvin is what we want. Angry Marvin is who he is. Start calling him that.
I started with the head and the legs, so I was taking care of those two. And then eventually I was going to go to the body, because like he said, he's got a tough head. But yeah, I think after a few, then he realized, okay, I'm going to stop those legs. And he checked one of them, and that made me rethink it. So I did the right thing. He's a good fighter.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's awesome that he's willing to step up, and but of course it's a good opportunity for him to go through the rankings. But yeah, I know that he usually has a beef with his opponents, but no bad words was exchanged yet. So all good so far.
Guys, Marvin Vettori, I could take it or leave it. I would probably take it, but I could take it or leave it. Angry Martin? Oh no, I'm in. I'm totally into Angry Marvin. So listen what happened to Marvin, okay? He's gonna go fight Till. He's gonna be in a main event. Old Marvin. He's gonna have to go in there for 25 minutes, but he just did that and he succeeded, and this is going to be his big push, and he's kind of down to 4. I mean, there's kind of 4 guys left for who's going to challenge Adesanya next. So Marvin's going to fight Till. Till pulls out of the fight. Now, that would generally make a guy happy, in all fairness, right? Because now you're going to fight somebody on short notice who wasn't ready for a main event, who wasn't ready for 25 minutes. You've got a very clear advantage. You've been stressed and losing sleep because you've been so focused on this opponent. It's just one of those things where even if things are not easier in your life, they appear to be in the short term, unless you're Marvin. So Vettori gets so upset, he takes to social media and tears into Till. Tears into Till for having a big mouth, says, I do everything I'm supposed to do. All you wussies, and I'm changing that word, need to do is show up and take your beating.
And then, you know, the whole Marvin Vettori thing popped up to Darren Till, and I was like, I'm here, you know. I wanted to step in for the Darren Till fight when he couldn't fight Jack Hermanson, so here I am doing it once again. So, you know, I guess like Kazmat said that one time, I'm the guy who cleans the rooms, you know what I mean? So I'm here to clean up the mess that Darren Till made when he got injured, you know what I mean? So sucks for him, but when you got a guy like me here, the janitor, it's always okay, right? It's always okay. You'll be all right when you got the janitor around.
It didn't matter who it was, you know. As long as I have a fight, I'm all good with it right now. So I'm here in Vegas to fight, and they can put anyone in front of me now. But I was happy with Vettori, though, you know, he being a ranked fighter and all. So that's good.
I feel like he's a they call him, you know, the big meathead who's learned how to fight. So it's going to be fun. You know, he has a very good coach. Once again, I'm going against a legendary coach in the game. So that'll be fun. You know, it's like, it'll be really fun to go out there and do that. I think Marvin Vettori has grown a lot since Israel Adesanya lost, you know, so it'll be fun. You know, I hope he goes out there and tries to display some of his boxing, you know, but he might go out there with the Derek Brunson game plan and look for the takedown. Either way, it's going to be a good competitive night, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
I want you guys to start calling Marvin Vettori Angry Marvin Vettori. I want that to be his new nickname, and we can make that stick.
This is his main event. I just had my main event a week ago. This is, you know, it's his time. If he wants to go out there on the media and go crazy, you know, whatever he wants to do at weigh-ins, you know, if he wants to get in my face, we'll be in each other's face. If he puts his hands on me, I'll put my hands on him. Whatever he wants to do. I'm here to go with the flow until the fight happens. And then when the fight happens, I'm looking to control the flow.